And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to Marv Hohenberger Court inside the Wiener Center here in the campus on Defiance College as we get set for the first home WAC doubleheader of the year for the Defiance College men's and women's basketball teams. Women's is up first as the Yellow Jackets welcome in the Racers of UNOH. Hi, everyone. I'm Brady Roberts. That is Dave Bowen filling in today. Jim Bellamy a little bit under the weather going around at his house. So, Jim, we hope everyone gets better for you. So ask Dave to come in, fill out. More than excited to make the trip up here. Check out some Defiance College basketball.
You got that right, Randy. It's great to be here. Great to be your wingman. Excited for both contests this evening.
So we got a women's game coming up here in just a few minutes, followed by our men's game. So, Dave, let's talk a little bit about this women's team. Start with the Defiance College Yellow Jackets off an 0-25 year a year ago. First time they lost more than 20 games in a season. Trying to rebound off to a bit of a sluggish start again as they start 0-3.
0-3, but 10 new players on this roster, 2 being transfers. Micaiah Thomas, a leading scorer from Notre Dame College last year, averaging 11.7 points per game. And then at 9.5, you have the other transfer, Nalani Williams from Southwestern Michigan. A good nucleus to build around. They're looking to put things together here and see how things will go as you start the beginning of your season, that first part of your season, playing a lot of players to see who's going to gel.
And we see the updated standings for the WAC heading into tonight's Defiance. And again, we're learning about the ways things work here in the NAIA. Well, might as well just kick off with a conference game.
Why not?
They went to Siena Heights, lost that one, so that's why Defiance sits at the bottom. Again, it all gets fixed by the end of the year. Just a little oddity and quirk to the schedule. But this Yellow Jacket team, men's team as well, they're going to challenge themselves. There is a ton of Division I quote-unquote exhibitions. Yellow Jackets had one at Purdue Fort Wayne here recently, but trying to just get better and trying to get better against good competition.
Yeah, when you go against good competition, you find out where you're at in a hurry, and that's what you want to do. You want to see what your strengths are and what areas you need to improve upon, and the only way you're going to get that done is to play against quality opponents.
And last time out for the Yellow Jacket women went to Huntington. Tough one there 4 days ago, losing 106-43. Mentioned it went to Purdue Fort Wayne in an exhibition game and gave up 100 there. So it's a combination of kind of struggling offensively. As we mentioned, 46.7 points per game scored by this DC team while allowing 88, which plays into the wheelhouse of what UNOH does well.
Exactly. UNOH averages 92 points per game, so they're going to look to put some numbers up tonight. And again, you're trying to find out who you are here early in the season, and those numbers, that offensive average, that defensive average, not conducive right now for these Yellow Jackets, but they're working hard every time out, and it's going to be neat to see them in the home opener, what they bring to the table.
And Dave mentioned it, Alyssa Lawson, 27 points per game for this Racers team. One of 3 players in double digits, then you add in another one that scores 9.8. It's a very deep team that UNOH brings here.
7-1. They've got 8 games under their belt already. And that's impressive as well. So they are actually entering a different part of their season. The first third is about taken care of, whereas Defiance, again, only 3 games under their belt. Different places right now, and it's a league contest. You got to bring it.
Yeah, this UNOH team that went just 11-17 a year ago, so they got to be excited for the fact that they're already at 7 wins for the year. We're going to take a quick time out. They're going to go through the national anthem. When we come back, we'll turn things over to the PA announcer, Gene Sugg, as he'll have our starting lineups when we return here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you. It's where, because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
Indiana, number 23, J.C. Allen. The Racers are led by head coach Matt Favreau, assisted by Todd Littman and Summer Love. And now the starting lineup for your Defiance College Yellow Jackets. At forward, a 5'9" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 0, Candace Holland. At guard, a 5'3" senior from Saginaw, Michigan, number 4, Micaiah Thomas. At guard, a 5'6" junior from Eaton, Ohio, number 11, Allie Mowen. At forward, a 5'11" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 20, Jordan Wynn. And at forward, a 5'7" junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 23, Melanie Williams.
So you're the starting lineup there for the Defiance College Yellow Jackets. Again, that starting lineup for UNOH today will be Amina Muhammad, 5'8" junior from Phoenix, Arizona. Lee Lawson, 5'7" junior from Bowsher High School in Toledo. Lacey Patterson, a 5'3" senior from Niles, Michigan. Leah Allen, a 5'10" senior from Richmond, Indiana. And J.C. Allen, a 5'9" junior, I believe the sister, from also Richmond, Indiana.
In our officiating crew for this contest, Jessica Harrison, Andy Goodwin, and Lori Francesco.
Officials making sure everything's all set and want to make sure that everyone's uniforms were tucked in. Tip this one off, and we are underway. The first WAC home game in the history of Defiance College women's basketball.
And with it being the home opener, it's like Christmas come early, Randy, even though we're still in November.
It's always that special feeling, right? Good drive to the basket there, a little too strong. Rebound is tipped around. Racers will get this one back. Kick out wing threes, airborne. That one's going to be no good. And the Jackets come away with the miss. So Williams is going to try to go coast to coast. A little pressure applied there. It's no good. And now the Racers will come out and do just that. They'll run the floor. Another missed shot. Second opportunity is going to be up and good by Lee Lawson.
Yeah, Lee Lawson follows her own shot, takes it strong to the basket. And on both possessions, UNOH has had offensive rebounds.
Racers with the early 2-0 lead here in our Defiance College scoreboard. Jackets get set offensively.
Good back cut.
Nice job driving to the basket as Thomas gets the score. Ties this one up early.
Excellent ball movement, excellent cut without the basketball. Good ball movement finding the open player.
See a little three-quarter court trap applied by the Jackets. The Racers able to get out of that with no trouble. And we'll get a whistle. We're going to get a foul under the basket here.
They're going to call the offensive. No, they're going to call block right there. Yeah, that 1-2-2 three-quarter court. It's okay if you put that pressure on. You just can't allow easy drives to the basket. Defiance was actually back in defensive position. Just the penetration, not able to get over there and take the offensive charge.
So Lawson at the line to shoot a couple of free throws here. Just underway in opening quarter. First free throw, hit the front of the iron and roll in. I know they've been at it for a while. Still a little odd to say, right? Quarters in the college game with the women.
Yeah, absolutely. A unique feeling, but you're right.
As Lawson will knock down the second one with no trouble. Jacket foul, by the way, called on Candace Hollins.
Full court man-to-man by UNOH. You can see what they putting 92 points on the board tonight. They got to extend their defense a little bit. They do so off of that main free throw.
Come out to Thomas, gets rid of the basketball. There's Allie Mowen. Mowen will bury the three off the wing.
Nicely done right there. That's her third three of the season, and that looked great. Excellent form, stepped right into it, had the puppy set, Randy. Good bucket for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, just one of three players with experience here at Defiance from a year ago. As there's a good drive. Take with the left hand leads to the foul.
Again, penetration there by UNOH. The Yellow Jackets, they got to take away those driving lines because getting to the free throw line is always conducive. That's why they call it a free throw. You get a nice open look from 15 feet. And when you can penetrate like that, Randy, good things can happen.
So here is J.C. Allen at the free throw line. Hits the first one. Saw in the replay there, Jordan Wynn, just a little bit too much contact. Or correction, that is Aaliyah Allen, excuse me. No, that is J.C.
70% free throw
told you
shooter.
we'd have problems with the black and the red.
Yeah.
It's the younger eyes that are the ones causing problems. Both made free throws, puts the Racers back up here in this opening frame. Jackets get a good look inside. Turnaround just short. Good look, though. Good opportunity as Monet McElroy checked into the lineup.
Yeah, Jordan Wynn, she did her homework early. She had deep position right there. Caught the ball in there. Just needs to square up a little bit more. Take her time. Get it up over the rim.
Racers with it back. Up by one. So step through a double team. Lost the handle. It's swiped away. Mowen, comes away with the basketball. Trying to push the break, and now we'll get a call. And we're going to have ourselves a foul on the Racers.
You see this replay right here. A little bit out of control, but when you're attacking, when you're being aggressive, you can get that call, and that's what happens right there.
Foul's going to go on Lee Lawson. She thought she had positioning. She saw her slide over just a step too late. Non-shooting foul, so the Jackets will inbound. Mowen at the wing, gets rid of it, top of the key for Thomas. Thomas at the elbow, needs some help, had the ball knocked away. Now in all sorts of trouble, comes back to Mowen. Allie gets the dribble drive, gets the kick out. Thomas is going to take this one to the basket. They're going to wave off the opportunity.
Again, I like the penetration by the Yellow Jackets from the wing. They reverse the ball back and forth, Randy, and that allows those penetration lanes to open up, and Defiance aggressive to the basket.
Another non-shooting foul whistled this time. This one's going to go on Amina Muhammad. Picks up her first, team second. Entry pass is going to be knocked away, and it looks like ball's going to belong to UNOH.
I like the entry into the post, just a little high for the receiver right there. I believe that was Hollins, unable to come up with it.
Back to the Racers now with the basketball. Dribble drive. This one's going to be knocked away, and the teams are going to trade turnovers.
Excellent help side defense there by Jordan Wynn. She stepped in when the penetration occurred. That created the turnover.
See a little bit of token pressure applied here by UNOH. Thomas gets the dribble and gets the kick out. Now Allie Mowen back with it. Mowen's going to give some direction. Going strong to the basket.
Yes.
High off the glass. It's up and in.
Nice attack to the rack by Delaney Williams, and she is rewarded for it. Nicely done.
Good basket now, trying to get a stop on defense. Here's a good drive off the wing. We'll get another whistle and a foul here off Lee Lawson.
Her first, team third.
Micaiah Thomas is going to pick up her first foul right there. But, yeah, it's definitely very obvious that Lee Lawson likes to get to the basket. You've got to be down in stance and make sure you are in proper position or she's going to blow by you.
I can see why she averages 27 a game so far for the 7-1 Racers team. She knocks down the first free throw.
68% from the free throw line, and she has been there around 40 times this season already. So you're right. She is a penetrator, and she is happy to go to the free throw line, draws the contact, makes them both right here.
See another change for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like Chandler Duncan enters for the first time tonight.
Full court pressure by UNOH on the ball, so they're not going to deny the entry pass. Now they are, so if Defiance would bring everybody up, they might be able to go over the top.
Get it into Duncan. Duncan, one of 9 new faces for this DC team. Actually 10, 9 freshmen and a transfer. Duncan at the free throw line, backs up. She's going to reset the offense with 18 to shoot.
I like how she's running the show right away here.
Wanted a screen, didn't get it. Instead gets a floater. Second effort's going to be blocked away from behind. UNOH comes away with a basketball. Muhammad along, bounce pass ahead. I don't know if those bounce passes just lost the handle. That's a defensive effort there. That one taken away. Jackets force the turnover. Have the numbers. It's a good drive. Just doesn't go for Micaiah Thomas.
That's where you got to draw contact, at least get to the free throw line right there. The penetration's great.
Defiance trying to jump in front of the passing lanes. It's a fight for a loose ball. This one's going to be deflected out of bounds off the rebound. And it looks like it's going to stay with UNOH.
A lot of up and down action, fast and furious. Both teams need to reward themselves by finishing at the hoop.
A couple more changes here for the Jackets. 3-ball off the inbound is going to be no good. It's Jakaya Mitchell, freshman senior from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Or freshman center, I should say. Mowen again, second triple of the night is good.
Does a great job right there, setting her feet. No defense on her. She makes UNOH pay.
10-8 Defiance here as we get our first timeout of the evening. We want to tell you that Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics and today's official game day sponsor. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. And we're brought to you by BSN, providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit us at Defiance College Athletics website. Some early numbers here. You see 10-8 Defiance with the early lead. Jackets shooting 50% from the field while holding UNOH to 1 of 6 so far.
Yeah, very impressive right now. I know UNOH has had some driving lanes, but they haven't finished. And also, the Yellow Jackets have rotated over defensively to make things tough on UNOH.
What's kept UNOH in this game so far? 6 of 6 from the charity stripe, while Defiance hasn't gone. And again, I know it's early, so 5:15 to go in this opening quarter, but just 2 turnovers for a Defiance team has been prone to turn the basketball over. There is some hope. Kind of wondered what this team would look like after the struggles they had a year ago.
Yeah, Coach PA's got to be very, very happy with the start her team has put forth here tonight.
Yeah, big overhaul to the roster. Still looking for that, her first win here in Defiance.
And coming out of the timeout, maybe it'll be just for one possession. We'll have to take a look, but Defiance goes zone.
The look underneath, tough shot through a defender, but it's good for Leah Allen.
Nice high-low action there. Allen gets behind the defense. They feed her, and she finishes.
Ties this one up 10-all here in our Defiance College scoreboard. Dribble handoff back to Jordan Wynn. Wynn will give. Mowen gets the kick out. Double team in a bad spot, but the Jackets lose the handle. Didn't have trouble with the double team. Got the kick out to Thomas. Just lost it.
Yeah, Duncan does a nice job of probing. She penetrated to her left a little bit, picked up her dribble, and then tried to find her teammate. Just threw the ball a little bit high. Goes off her hands for the turnover.
Racers looking to go back in front here. Ball comes out to the wing. This one's going to be dribbled all the way around by Mohammed. She gets the kick out.
And that was just a one possession coming out of the timeout zone for Defiance. They are back to their man-to-man defense.
Give and go, and then the extra pass, baseline jumper, hits off the front of the iron. Rebound was deflected right into the hands of Micaiah Thomas. Thomas gets the kick out. Mowen to send it across. Jackets trying to set their offense. Duncan, elbow. That one's going to be blocked from behind. Now the Racers have a 2-on-1. Good dish. And the finish is going to be good for J.C. Allen.
Yeah, give the assist to Amina Muhammad. Nicely done. She attacked the basket, drew the defense, found her teammate.
Open three on the other end is up and good out of Chandler Duncan.
That's just her second three on the season.
Well, now we go back and forth. Another offensive rebound. Second effort is no good. Nice job of the box out to get the rebound that time for Defiance.
Yeah, excellent check out by Caitlin Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett, one of three players that saw action for the purple and gold a year ago. Barrett is back. McElroy is back. And we mentioned Allie Mowen. Another shot. This one blocked from the side. Micaiah Thomas tried to take that one.
Yeah, Micaiah Thomas, the senior, again, the transfer leading scorer, 11.7. Right now, she's having a hard time. She's got a nice step back, but the length for UNOH is creating some tough times for her trying to get a shot off.
Inbound has come out to the wing for Thomas. Micaiah gets a screen, comes all the way around, starts her dribble drive. Go up and over defender. It's no good. An offensive rebound. It's not going to matter. Shot clock hit 0. Officials are going to let him play on. They said there was a change in possession. Tip pass still ends up in the hands of the intended target, and the three from the wing is good by Lee Lawson.
Lee Lawson, she shoots 32% behind the arc. That looked excellent. That was pretty. Fingers right in the cookie jar. Follow through. Ball goes right through the cotton.
Also put the Racers back in front. There's another lob inside, and it's going to lead to a foul, and believe first 2 free throws of the night for the Yellow Jackets.
Excellent high-low action right here. Barrett to win. Wins a freshman, but they look like they've been doing that play for years.
So here's Jordan Wynn at the free throw line.
Entering for Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, both teams, we said the action's fast and furious. The shot clock has not come into play at all so far in this game, and I can see why. Both teams looking for quality shots early in the possession, but they're being very patient. I'm very impressed with the DC's ability to work the ball quickly and find a good look.
So Wynn will split the free throws. Makes this a 1-point game here, 15-14. You see just over 2 minutes remaining in our opening quarter. And no one's going to pick up. Guard at the top, drive all the way to the basket for Sands. That one's going to be no good as we take a look at the replay. So you're driving in there.
Yeah, and Coach PA over there, she is employing her defense to get in position. The penetration right now, it's killing them, but in a positive way, UNOH is having a hard time finishing with any consistency at the basket.
The Racers are going to change up who's going to be inbounding the basketballs. They had Anna Montero Sands, who had that dribble drive. Now her pass inside is going to be knocked away.
Barrett, again, doing the dirty work, doing the little things exactly right to give her team a chance to be aggressive and have positive possessions. There's a bad pass.
Yeah, tough entry for Duncan. Got into the paint, throws it back into the backcourt. Well, that'll be a violation. So first had the shot clock reset to 20, then realized there's a change, so now they put 30 on.
Box set for UNOH. Let's see if we see a screen-to-screener action here. There's your back screen. Look for Sands out there at the three-point line. Nicely defended by Defiance until communication there right there, Randy.
And leads to the open jumper out of Sands, her first bucket of the night. Opens up that 3-point lead for the Racers.
One player switched, one player did. Sands with the open look. She makes DC pay.
Jackets trying to get going offensively. Here's Duncan. Duncan's got 2 screeners. Steps back, needs some help. Stepping out is Williams. Williams gives it back. Down under 10 to shoot now for the Yellow Jackets, and we'll get A travel called on Monet McElroy.
Yeah, McElroy switched her pivot foot right there. The defensive pressure wasn't overly intense, but she just didn't look comfortable. Switched her pivot foot, and the official was Johnny on the spot.
This turnover gives the ball back over to UNOH with the lead here late in this opening quarter. Sands brings it into the front court. Now picked up her dribble, top of the key, swings over to the right wing for D. Peterson. Peterson will find Thompson. Thompson in the paint, had it knocked away, but it'll stay Racer ball with 15 to shoot.
Knocked away from behind, but obviously we can tell that the offensive staple for UNOH is to look to attack the basket. They spread things out, create driving lanes, and there's an outside shot.
One's going to be no good. Nice job of the backside rebound to pull that down McElroy. McElroy will find an outlet in Duncan. Duncan comes free throw line extended. Hands back to Mowen. Mowen will set the screen now. Spin, and we're going to have a travel call.
Yeah, they call traveling right there on Williams. A tough break for her on that particular play. I believe that was Williams, or was it Barrett?
Looks like Williams.
Williams, yeah. Could have went either way. A foul or a travel goes against the Yellow Jackets with the travel.
Racers have this back once again. Sands from the wing. She'll drive to the basket. Pass looked like it was deflected, but it ends up into the hands of Dee Peterson, who finishes.
Yeah, Peterson had her feet under her. Sands a little bit out of control. Found her teammate. She finishes.
Duncan, good spin. Tries to come back inside. Kept her dribble. It's the kick out. Here's Mowen. Mowen from the free throw line. Looks for the corner. Three ball is no good, and that's how our first quarter will come to an end. Good opening 10 minutes of action. UNOH with the early lead, and we'll take a timeout here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
19-14 UNOH with a lead over Defiance through one quarter of action. Dave, we kind of wondered it. We said it in our pregame. You had a team in UNOH that likes to run up and down the floor, score 92 a game through 8. You kind of wondered how a Defiance team has struggled defensively, was going to stay in it. So far, so good for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job at the offensive end of being patient. You know, they're playing fast to shoot slow. That's the thing. You got to work the ball and find that open look, but you got to slow your tempo down when you take the shot. And then defensively, yeah, they've allowed some penetration. They've got to shore that up. But overall, UNOH has not made them pay for that.
The Yellow Jackets will have the basketball as we begin quarter number 2. Chandler Duncan, the freshman point guard, then a bright spot off the bench. He'll unload a 3, and that one's going to be up and good.
That's a nice job right there. Does Chandler Duncan. Good form, good open look. That's what you want coming out of the quarter break if you're Coach PA and these Defiance College Yellow Jackets. There's a steal.
Yeah, her dribble handoff was first knocked away. Now the entry pass stolen away, so Defiance gets the 3, gets the turnover. They'll trade the turnover right back. It's a bounce pass for the corner. Looking for McElroy, ends up out of bounds.
Allie Mowen would like to have that one back. She's been taught since she was young, don't throw one-handed passes, and she does there, unable to connect with her teammate. But again, for being 0-3 and coming into this game, Defiance College, they're playing with purpose. They're playing like it's our home opener, and they're playing like we want to change things around here. Very impressed.
UNOH, one of the favorites in this new home of Defiance College Athletics. Dribble drive, out of control pass. The UNOH will save it. There's a good drive off the wing. It's up and good.
Nice athletic move by Lee Lawson right there. The defense had rotated over, but she was able to go up and over, kisses it off the window.
Now Lawson already in double digits. She's got 11 of the 21 for the Racers. Duncan will leave this one for McElroy. McElroy into the corner, back for Duncan. Williams calling for it. We'll get a whistle, a little bump on the baseline drive.
That's going to work in DC's favor as we see the replay. I thought she might have just dribbled out of bounds, but the contact came first. Nice call on the baseline.
Wynn entering for Defiance.
Looks like Jordan Wynn checks back in here for the Yellow Jackets. She's come up with the inbound pass. There's a drive. And will they count the bucket? We're going to take a look at this one.
I believe they do. Yes.
JC Allen, her first.
Nicely done there by Caitlin Barrett. They were trying to run some flex action coming out of the out-of-bounds set. And the pass over to her from elbow to elbow gets deflected, but then she attacks the rack and comes away with the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Cuts that UNOH lead down to 1. Now the Jackets trying to get back defensively. We'll get some contact and a foul. Coach P.I. not happy with that one.
Yeah, obviously, as we said in the first quarter, UNOH, their primary offense is to attack you ruthlessly right away. They want to get a shot up within the first 10 seconds of the play clock, and they've done that consistently throughout this first half.
So here's Amina Muhammad at the free throw line, knocks down the first one.
An 80% free throw shooter is Muhammad.
She shows it there. I don't think it even touched the rim at all. Just dropped those right through. Still in a one-possession game here as we near 8.5 minutes left to play opening half of basketball. Duncan's going to fall, going behind her back, but that's saved by a teammate. Right place at the right time was Williams. For Thomas. Thomas to Williams again. Williams trying to go baseline. It's that low post, trying to split a pair of defenders. Lost the handle momentarily, but puts it right back in.
Great stick-to-itiveness by number 23, Nalani Williams.
Defense is going to lose Muhammad as she's able to get in and score.
And you work so hard to get a good look at your end. If you're a Yellow Jackets fan, you can't give up that easy look down at the other end that occurred right there on that possession.
Entry pass was thrown over the head of, I believe that was Jordan Wynn inside. Ball's going to be tied up. Arrow does favor UNOH.
You know, Coach PA, she showed some zone coming out of a timeout by Coach Vavro from UNOH. Only one possession. I would think you got to think about going back to that zone defense because of the penetration you're allowing. I know they gave up a bucket in that zone defense on a back cut, but let's make UNOH shoot it from the cheap seats. See what they got from out there.
Well, what they're going to get is a three that rattles around and drops in.
Here's your cheap sheet shot right there, Randy. They do a nice job, does J.C. Allen, sticking that one from distance.
Opens up 6-point lead for the Racers. Just have not been able to pull away from Defiance. Here's Duncan trying to answer. High arcing three. It's nothing but net.
Nothing but net, nothing but cotton. Coach Matt Vavro not happy about it. UNOH going to take it to Yo.
28-25 here with 7:07 to play in our first half. We want to tell you that our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Sweetwater Chop House, which is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club. Open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or even if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for executive chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables, and using our on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. Let's take a look at some of those numbers now. 28-25, UNOH with the lead. That number gone up to 47% from the floor. Let's take a look at what's keeping Defiance in this one. About 5 of 6 from behind the arc.
Yeah, they are shooting it very well from behind the arc, as you just said, Randy, and that's a reason that Coach Matt Vavro called that timeout. They've been giving up clean looks for Defiance behind the arc, and Defiance is making them pay.
See, 8 turnovers to Defiance, to 5 so far for the Racers. Rebounds tied at 7 all. And let's see some of the other numbers there. So the numbers show what the scoreboard does, and that's a close game. 28-25 with still 7:07 to play in our second quarter.
So Coach PA coming out of the timeout. She is going to go back to the zone here. Let's see how UNOH attacks it.
Now they come out top of the key. Over for Lawson. Lawson's got the hot hand. 3 ball in the corner. That one hits the heel of the iron, but another offensive rebound. Floater in the lane's going to be no good. Ball's deflected, so third chance now for the Racers. This one is no good. And finally, the bucket off the offensive rebound is up and good by Allen.
Yeah, 4 offensive rebounds out of the zone defense. Chandler Duncan did everything she could to check on that last one, but UNOH goes up over the top. They get the offensive board and the score.
Pass for Duncan's going to be taken away. A little 2-on-1 as Duncan is going to commit the foul.
So, yeah, that's the crutch of a zone defense. You got to find a body and check them out. And especially those were long rebounds as well, which made it tough because they were outside shots. But giving up 4 offensive rebounds on the possession, Randy, that's a recipe for disaster.
So here is Lee Lawson at the line shooting 2. Just the second foul committed against the Jackets here in the second quarter.
Lawson, a 75% free throw shooter, or excuse me, 68.
Had no trouble that first one as she hits it. Second one falls through as well.
Big possession here in the second quarter for DC right now. They've given up a couple buckets, had a turnover after the timeout. There's a good look.
Michaela Thomas for 3. That one's going to be no good as Aaliyah Allen comes up with a miss. Duncan, right place at the right time, comes up with a steal. Trying to take on this defense. Jackets don't have numbers in their favor. And we're going to have ourselves
called an offensive foul off the ball.
Defiance foul on Mitchell, her first team
It's going to go on Jakaya Mitchell. See if we see number 34 in here in the replay. See her in the center of your screen now with the left wing. She just run over someone trying to.
Tough call right there if you're a Yellow Jacket fan. Top post players, that's what I taught them to do. Go seek that body and square up on it. Post on it.
Another offensive rebound here for UNOH. It's going to lead to a bucket. Or not, I think they might have waved this one off.
I think they just counted it, yes.
Well, they are.
Yep. If you're Coach PA, you got to think about a timeout right now. Coming out of the timeout, it's been a 7-0 run, I believe, if my math is correct, with UNOH at the line shooting 1.
So here is Lee Lawson, the junior guard from Bowsher High School in Toledo. Free throw's no good. Jackets get that one. Allie Mowen will now bring the ball into the front court.
So the Racers, the last time they were able to set up defensively, they were in the zone. They're going to stay with it right here. Good cut to the middle.
Opportunity is going to be no good, but we will see Nalani Williams head back to the free throw line.
Williams is a 64% free throw shooter. I like that attack. A give and go, found the opening in the middle of that zone, and whenever you can get the ball at the free throw line or deeper in the middle of the zone, good things are going to happen. She finds herself at the free throw line.
First one just a little bit off the mark. It's another opportunity here with 5:23 to play in our second quarter. Rattles home the second one, splits the pair. Ends what had been about a 2-minute scoring drought Three ball top of the key. That one's a little too strong, but yet again, another offensive rebound. Finally, Williams under the basket comes up with a miss. Called for the basketball back. Ball's deflected off her hands. Now the Racers get it, and they'll do just that, running down the floor. And now sticking under the basket, reaching in and getting the tie up is going to be Taylor Haynes.
Yeah, Taylor Haynes does a nice job. She can't get the ball when it's up above her head because she's a guard, but it was down low and she attacked it.
Haynes, the freshman from Lutheran East High School in Cleveland, as the Jackets come back, and looks like they'll get another trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, Jordan Wynn again gets down there on that block, shows a big base right there, asks for the basketball, gets it, draws the contact. The Yellow Jackets an opportunity to get some points at the charity stripe again.
First one is good. Second one is airborne. That one just rims out. How about the offensive rebound there? Second effort doesn't go. As Nalani Williams nearly came up with a super unconventional three-point play.
Yeah, great effort. You want to see her get rewarded for that.
Yeah, UNOH is going to step on the sideline. Errant pass.
So if the Yellow Jackets can get a bucket here, they will. Withstood that run by the Racers here in the middle of the second quarter. Get themselves back into this one a little bit again. 0-3, you can start questioning a little bit, but I don't see that at all. Their nonverbals out there are outstanding, really focused.
So three ball from the corner. That one's going to be no good for Haynes. We saw Morgan Crow, the freshman guard from Indianapolis, in for the first time tonight for Defiance. Racers go around the perimeter. Haynes thought she had a clean block from behind of Lee Lawson, but the officials disagree.
Again, Lee Lawson, the leading scorer for UNOH. We've seen her penetrate all night long, mostly with her right hand. I think that's got to be an adjustment that the Yellow Jackets need to make. Got to push her to her left. Easier said than done, but
Right.
you got to set up to try and push her to her left, her weak hand, and try and get some help.
First free throw on the way. This one will be good.
Lawson with 16 points in the game at this point in time.
Can easily see why she's at 27 a night. Knocks both of them down there.
Duncan entering for Defiance.
Makes it 36-27 on our Defiance College scoreboard here. Still 4 minutes to go, opening half of basketball. Defiance can keep this in single digits in the opening half. They'd almost take that as a win.
And right now, the Racers have extended that zone out to half court. And there's a turnover.
Haynes wanted to go inside. Pass is thrown away. Now Lawson leads the break. She'll get the layup.
So the issue here is if you're a Yellow Jacket, you got to think offense. Good timeout here by Coach PA.
So Defiance will take a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique four-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
Quick timeout taken by Defiance. Trying to get set offensively. Look inside, doesn't go. Racers come away with the basketball as they try to extend. It's been a single-digit lead until now. Biggest lead of the night for UNOH at 11 here with 3 minutes to go in our opening half of basketball. Here's Allen. Triple teamed in the paint, pivots around it, goes up with the left hand.
Excellent footwork by J.C. Allen. Patience, got into the paint quickly and then was patient and finished.
Three ball on the other end is going to be no good. Allie Mowen tried that rhythm three, stepped into it, was off the mark.
I like that timeout by Coach P.A., but unfortunately it hasn't worked for them the 2 possessions they've had since offensively. That zone for UNOH, those players, they are in the passing lanes, making it very, very tough for the Yellow Jackets to find an opening.
Trying to get set. We'll come around to the right side. Lacey Peterson with it, and they swing this one around. Trying to draw contact, and does.
I think if Mitchell would have fallen right there, she would have drawn the charge. But one good zone deserves another. DC goes to a 2-3 zone on that possession, and again, off the reversal, there's none other than Lee Lawson looking to attack the basket with her right hand, and she does so.
Yeah, Defiance fouls the 5th, so that's going to put UNOH in the bonus. So Lawson at the line. First one is good. So no more 1-1 in the women's game. Second one, line drive effort, but goes through. As the Racers want to get a quick substitution in. Looks like Liv Thompson will come back in.
So Coach Favreau, he went with man-to-man the first quarter and halfway through the second, and he's switched to this zone. It has stymied Defiance College here down the stretch of the second quarter.
Mowen quickly swings this one around for Taylor Haynes.
She traveled, picked up her pivot foot before she put the ball on the wood. That's another turnover for the Yellow Jackets.
Gives the ball back over to the Racers here, just under 2.5 minutes to go in our opening half of basketball. Stay tuned, we got our men's game to follow this one. Tip time set for 7:30 between the same 2 teams. Baseline look long, bounce pass. And it's going to be taken away as Candace Hollins will come away with it. Hollins want to make sure her teammates were across the timeline, and Duncan as they swing it around. Left wing for Haynes, back to Duncan. Duncan at the wing needs some help.
There's a good look.
There's Mowen. She's hit a couple of them, misses that one. Offensive rebound pulled down. Mowen in traffic, lost the handle. A lot of contact. UNOH will come away with it. Here's to Lawson. Jab step is no good. Handles in off the fingertips of Mitchell out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Racers.
Yeah, Lee Lawson, she's always leaking out at the top of that zone, looking for an easy bucket for the Racers. But you got to give it up for Chandler Duncan, number 5 for DC. She hustles back, creates a situation where her teammates can recover and they can play defense in the half court.
Crossover move by Thompson, gets the bucket, and it looks like she'll have an opportunity to three-point play.
Jakiah Mitchell just not quite there, looking to help. That's a tough one defensively because she's straight up, but she moved just a little bit, Randy, and that created the foul situation, opportunity for a three-point play.
It's Thompson, the sophomore from Camden, Ohio, knocks down the free throw. This one went from 8 to 18 in a hurry. Mowen trying to direct traffic. So we see Lachey Berry, freshman guard from Gahanna Lincoln High School in Columbus with a basketball. Pass is going to be over the head of Duncan, out of bounds.
Again, just not able to find penetration lanes. You've got to give it up to the Racer defense. They're really moving their feet out there at the top of that 1-2-2 zone, making it very, very tough on DC.
Looks like the Jackets try to extend some of their man-to-man. There's a good drive. That one's going to be off the mark. Ball's loose, lost out of bounds. Looks like it'll stay with the Racers, just under a minute to go. Thompson will do the inbounding.
Triangle set, you usually get a good look right in that area.
Try to get some movement back to Lawson. Lawson with a take, and she'll draw the foul. Collins thought she had a clean block.
Yeah, and Lawson again, she had Alicia Patterson open in the corner, but if you're Lee Lawson, it's your job to attack the rack and get to the free throw line, and we have seen that in this first half done without exception at a very high level. She's quick, she attacks, she's got a scores mentality, Randy, and if you're Coach Vavra, the best thing about Lee Lawson is she's only a junior.
Head to the free throw line where she knocks down the first one. See Anna Montero Sands back into the lineup now for the Racers. As Lawson knocks down both free throws. Give them their biggest lead of the night now at 47-27. Jackets have been stuck at 27 for a while.
Yeah, 25 and 27, and that's when the Racers went to this zone, and it's been very, very hard to get the ball down low. Very good look with her left hand by Mitchell, but it doesn't go down, in and out.
Yeah, we were at 28-25 at one point early on in this second quarter. There's a miss. As the Jackets get this one, Mowen trying to go coast to coast, stops at the free throw line.
Candace Hollins was imploring to get the ball. She was wide open, but there's Chandler Duncan.
Get the three from the wing. That's going to be good. Yeah, Hollins is basically doing jumping jacks at the opposite low block, and no one was under. It's a triple team that's no good. Another offensive rebound, but UNOH unable to get the ball off in time, and we have reached the half with UNOH in front 47-30. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, run through some stats for you here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
Randy Roberts, Dave Bowen with you here from the Wiener Center and Coach Hohenberger Court. 47-30 UNOH with a lead over Defiance at the half. Take a look at some of the halftime numbers on this one so far. Dave, what kind of sticks out to you?
The turnovers in the second quarter. Defiance College turned the ball over. The Racers in that 1-2-2 zone created some turnovers out top, which led to easy baskets, 15-8 overall in the first half. Defiance had a really good first quarter, good first half of the second quarter, but when the Racers went to that 1-2-2 zone, they had a hard time finding the basket.
Shows some individual numbers as well. As you see it again, all that was advertised out of Lawson, 21 points so far. A volume shooter, 4 of 11, but you'll make up for that going 12 of 13 at the free throw line.
Exactly. She attacks the rack, and I've not seen a player as aggressive as she is attacking the rack in a long time, and it's paid dividends for the Racers.
Meanwhile, for Defiance, you see there Chandler Duncan off the bench. Good night so far with 12 points. Alani Williams adding 8. Allie Mowen, a couple of three-pointers for 6. So it's been a lot of different players trying to see some time for the Yellow Jackets as they try to snap this long losing streak.
I am very impressed with Chandler Duncan as a freshman. Her poise out there, the game is not too fast for her, which it is for a lot of freshmen when they come to the collegiate level. And she's done a nice job, as you said, coming in off the bench to spark the Yellow Jackets a little bit.
So again, 47-30 the score here at the half. UNOH with a lead over Defiance. We'll take a timeout. Get ready for the second half when we return here in the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects. So get your foursome together and come on out. You can also support AVD as a whole sponsor.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
Hey, just about ready to go for the start of the second half here from Hohenberger Court inside the Wiener Center of the campus of Defiance College. 47-30. UNOH trying to play spoiler for Defiance College here as the DC women's team finally has its home opener for the 2024-2025 basketball schedule. This is going to begin a full run of basketball for us here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, as we're going to have a ton of games for you throughout the years. You see, there is our schedule on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, complete with what we found out is not a doubleheader with Aquinas College. So you see that is a Friday-Saturday. We found out that Aquinas' women's team added a D1 exhibition game for Saturday, so they could not make the trip with the men's team. So that is accurate. So it will be a Friday afternoon women's game, single game, and then a Saturday afternoon men's single game here at DC for the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. So, again, just those little quirks we have with the schedule. You see, we're going to be back with you on Saturday as Lord's University out of Sylvania will come here. So, Randy Roberts, Dave Bowen. Coach, well, first of all, we appreciate you filling in today.
Really enjoyed it, yeah. Thank you.
Good half of basketball so far.
Yeah, good half. That 19-5 run by the Racers in the middle of the second quarter really put a detriment for the Yellow Jackets as far as being able to stay in this game right now. They got to fight to get back the first 4 minutes of the second half. But if you're Coach PA, one-on-one driving line, which was nicely done right there, that's a key. You've got to do a better job of just playing straight-up one-on-one defense, keeping the Racers from attacking the rack. And then offensively, you got to swing the ball against that zone and then look to penetrate the gaps. And then when you get it down in the post, you got to go up strong. You got to embrace contact. And if you're Coach Vavro from UNOH, the question is do you stay with the zone or go back to your man-to-man? You've got that 1-2-2 half court in your back pocket. It worked very effectively. Maybe you go back to the man defense and work on that here in the third quarter.
Yeah, like Dave said, we were at 28-25. Pull-up jumper step inside the arc is going to be no good, with the rebound pulled down by Defiance. We were at 28-25 with about 8.5 minutes left to play in our second quarter. Racers switched to that zone, and that's been the difference so far. They lead this one by 17, led by as many as 20. The Jackets got a late basket to cut into that. Here's Ali Mao, an entry pass just to the wing. Now they'll go inside. Williams going up strong. Can't get that one to go. And a backside rebound pulled down by Muhammad. Racers now getting some numbers ahead, and the floater is going to be up and good.
Got to get back on defense. That offensive possession for the Yellow Jackets, they got the ball down to the block, and that's where the contact happened, and you got to play through that, kiss it off the window, get that bucket, but the air ball from down deep created transition for the Racers.
Lee Lawson gets that bucket. Opportunity on the other end going to be no good on Micaiah Thomas. Racers get this back as they go to Muhammad. Give it up top of the key. Back to Muhammad. Faces up. Three ball is up and good.
Excellent start to the second half for the Racers. Scored 2 out of 3 possessions, and Coach PA, she's going to talk about it with her squad.
52-30 UNOH with the lead in front of Defiance. And we want to tell you that the Yellow Jacket Sports Network is brought to you by Aftershock Kart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for karts. We sell and service Yamaha, Easygo, and Club Car. We have stock and custom karts, new and used karts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a kart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all of your karting needs. And we're brought to you by Mark Motes Ford in Defiance. At our dealership, we strive to provide you a top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a friendly atmosphere, and that's because Mark Motes Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. It's a good start for the Racers now. They get the first 5 to begin the second half.
Exactly. You talk about the first 4 minutes of the second half and how important that is and a 5-0 run to get things going. And Coach Vavro has come out with his man-to-man defense. I think he probably talked to his squad at halftime saying, hey, we can go to the zone, but I don't want to have to go to the zone. And in the first half, we had to go to the zone defense, the half-court trap a little bit. Let's play tough man-to-man and challenge these Yellow Jackets to get good looks.
Jackets come out following the timeout. Here's Allie Mowen. Mowen coming top of the key, dribbles around, still has it, looking for someone. I'll go inside to Jordan Wynn. Wynn gets rid of the basketball. Good job to the cutter. They tried to feed it to Taylor Haynes. That's going to be off the mark, out of bounds.
So again, they do a nice job, does Defiance, of getting the ball inside, but then they got to reward themselves is what it comes down to.
Here's the Racers with the basketball. Kick out into the corner, it'll go. Pull-up jumper off the mark. Another offensive rebound. The Racers have Defiance nearly doubled up their entry look, and it's good. The finish for J.C. Allen.
Amina Muhammad made that happen with her penetration, able to get deep, draw defense, and then pass it off, give her the dime.
Here's Haynes. Her floater in the lane is going to be up and good.
Yeah, Haynes, Taylor Haynes, she brings a little spunkability to the lineup for Defiance College. Does a nice job there getting to the rack.
Gives the Jackets their first bucket of the second half. Three ball is going to be no good. Rebound pulled down in the corner by Jordan Wynn. Wynn gets the outlet to Duncan. Duncan will race to the basket. High off the window. It's no good, but it looks like she'll draw the foul.
Does a nice job attacking the rim right there, under control. Yeah, she was outsized, but she was able to pull the defense to her, draw the contact, and gets to the free throw line.
Officials want to make sure they had the right player on the foul. Looks like they're going to give that to J.C. Allen. Should be her second, I believe.
Duncan, a 75% free throw shooter.
Hits that first one with no trouble. Duncan, the freshman guard from Louisville, Kentucky. She'll make it 2 for 2 from the line.
DC extending their defense here. I like the idea.
Jackets trying to do something here. Down 20 as they play their conference and home opener. We'll get a tie-up, and the arrow's going to favor Defiance.
Allie Mowen defending the basket right there. Does a nice job, gets her hand on the basketball, and only the basketball creates the tie-up.
Jackets get the turnover. They'll get it back as Duncan brings this one into the front court. See an overload on one side. Duncan now picked up her dribble, top of the key. It's it over to Haynes. Taylor Haynes comes around. Wanted to go inside, couldn't find anything. Passes off the hand of Wynn and out of bounds.
And that's the kind of turnover you need to clean up. That was an unforced turnover right there, Randy. You can't have that at this level of basketball. The opponent will make you pay.
It's a three, and that one is up and good. So Amina Muhammad just knocks down the triple, nearly flat-footed.
Yeah, a little crossover dribble there at the three-point line. Had no desire to go inside the arc, and we can see why. Excellent form, drilled it.
Duncan lost the dribble through the legs. She'll get rid of it out to Haynes. Haynes doesn't mind the contact, right to the basket, puts it in.
Nice move into the paint, a la Magic Johnson back in the day with a little baby hook.
The Racers with the basketball. Lawson wanted to go inside. Her leaner's no good. Ball is tipped out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to stay with UNOH.
A lot of contact right there. Williams does a nice job fighting for the rebound for DC. Might have been over the back. She doesn't get the call, but just gets right back in here defensively. Got to let it go.
Officials await as Chandler Duncan had to relace the shoe. And Defiance also good to see a full complement of players. They finished last year with just 10. Kick out, corner three. That one's going to be no good. Allen to Allen on the miss. But the pivot spin, that one's going to be no good on the putback. as Wynn comes up with a miss. Out to Duncan. Duncan take on two defenders with the contact. Can't get it to go. Rebounds loose on the floor. Mowen picks it up. Jackets will try again. There's a good bounce pass inside. No bucket, but we'll have a foul.
Both of those penetrations, I love how we get in here, we jump stop, and we find the teammate. Good fundamental basketball gets you to the free throw line.
Looks like we will have ourselves a media timeout here, so we'll take a break on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
Randy Roberts, Dave Bowen back with you here from the Wiener Center in Marv Hohenberger Court as the Defiance College women kick off their home opener. Also, game number 2, I guess the home opener for the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. I've had some conversations with people because this is all new to me. You know, some people say it with the H is silent, like WAC, like the old Western Athletic Conference, or is it the WAC? I've asked and I haven't gotten an answer out of anyone.
I'm just going to go with the WHAC.
So Nalani Williams at the line to shoot a couple of free throws. First one's going to be too strong. So Williams, the junior transfer from Southwestern Michigan Community College, hits the second one, so she splits the free throws. Makes it a 57-37 game here halfway through this third quarter.
Jackets staying with the full court pressure. Gets the shot clock down under 20. The Racers doing a nice job getting into their set.
Good dribble handoff for Patterson. Patterson at the free throw line, down to 5 to shoot. In the lane, it's going to be good out of D. Peterson.
Coach Vavra's got to be real happy coming out of the timeout the way his team just executed on that offensive possession.
At good patience, step back 3. That one's going to miss everything. UNOH will come away with it. Shot clock running down, no one in any problem. Shot clock's not going to run down there. That's a good drive and score.
There's that penetration. You got to be able to stop ball, let your defense set up. The Jackets unable to do so. The Racers take advantage.
Lacey Patterson scores the latest bucket. He's a drive, contact. It looks like foul called on UNOH.
That's going to put Duncan on the free throw line again. Again, she does a nice job, does Chandler Duncan. She got the ball in the wing, set herself up, surveyed the situation, did a little probing, and then attacked the rim. And again, good things happen when you apply pressure on offense.
It's a little too much contact from D. Peterson. Picked up her first foul of the night. Free throw is going to be no good for Chandler Duncan.
Yeah, she left the line quickly on that one. Just a little observation. You got to stay right on that line, hold your follow through, see if she makes the adjustment.
Second one is good, so whatever she changed worked. Racers quickly bring this one into the front court. Switch on the way to the basket, no good. Lawson couldn't get that one to go.
Yeah, they got her to go left right there.
Tough shot open over the defender's going to miss everything out of Thomas. Now Lawson's going to beat everyone down the floor. He gets that one to roll in.
Racer basket by
And that's the
Lawson.
kind of transition basket you just can't afford to give up. And the Racers come away with another quick, easy look.
Yeah, Lawson now at her average of 27. Entry pass nearly taken away, but high off the window and in for Jordan Wynn.
Yeah, give the assist to Mitchell. There's that high-low action. We saw it in the first half as well.
Lawson left unguarded on the other end of the floor. Now we'll get a tie-up off the rebound. Arrow's going to stay with the Racers. So they'll have it down to 20 on the shot clock. Inbound's got to come out to the wing for Sands. Sands tries to go baseline. Her pass taken away. Mowen gets the steal, surveys the floor, gets the kick out. Weaving her way through traffic was, I believe, Thomas. The entry pass inside taken away, but UNOH will give the ball right back over as they'll throw it away.
Yeah, Micaiah Thomas does a nice job of penetrating right into the paint, but then she had a point-blank pass to a teammate that just had too much heat on it right there, Randy, and it caused the turnover.
Alea Allen's going to check back in for UNOH, while Nalani Williams back in for Defiance. Nalani, it looks like he's going to place Jakaya Mitchell. They've been the two post players for the Jackets so far tonight. Dribble handoff at the wing for Thomas. Kaya tries to go inside, gets the kick out. Mowen, top of the key, down to 10 to shoot. Mowen will find Thomas again. Entry pass is going to lead to a tie-up. Defiance will have it, and they'll reset the shot clock to 20.
Alani Williams in there posting up. Again, I like her base. She gets her feet at her shoulder width and sits down and calls for the basketball. Just not quite on the same page with her teammate, Micaiah Thomas, there to reel that one in. The held ball results.
Jackets trying to get set what they want to do on the inbound. See the box look. Shoot it out to the top of the key where it's got to be tracked down by Taylor Haynes. Haynes to the basket. That one's going to be blocked as Sands sticks with it. Sands leads the break. It's a 3-on-1, and it's going to be a foul on Defiance, and this is going to go against Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan rotates over, does what she can, and makes sure that it's not going to be a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
A lot of contact there with Liv Thompson will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, going to make Thompson earn them from the charity stripe.
First one's no good.
She's a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Again, 8 games under their belt. This is game number 9 for the Racers, just game number 4 for the Yellow Jackets. I mean, that's a big difference.
Especially early in the year.
Yes.
Sometimes at 9, that's a month's worth of games.
Exactly.
Here's a foul.
I like the grit and determination displayed right there by Micaiah Thomas. Now she needs to go to the line here and reward herself. She's a 63% free throw shooter. I like her makeup right now, taking her time. Kisses it off the front of the rim and the backboard and back down.
Yeah, whatever works, it all counts.
Just slow everything down when you get the opportunity, and the free throw line does afford that opportunity.
Hits the second one with no problem. The Racers quickly bring this one up the floor. Sands the handoff, but it's going to be taken away. Thomas gets the steal, and she's going to draw another foul.
Yeah, Micaiah Thomas, a spark plug here in the last couple 3 possessions for the Yellow Jackets. She got that ball under control and attacked the rim hard.
And nearly had it wedged in the iron as well. She'll head right back to the free throw line. The first one is good. A little bit of a shooter's touch.
Yeah, stay right on that line. She made the 2 just previously. Shoot it with confidence.
eyes that free throw. She's ready to go. Second one's no good. She'll go 3 of 4 in a couple of trips. Has it back down to a 20-point game again, 63-43, as you see in our Defiance College scoreboard. Minute 20 to go in our third quarters. There's quick hands defensively. Duncan knocks that one away.
Again, I know we've talked about her throughout the game, especially second quarter and halftime, because she did not start. But Chandler Duncan has done a nice job doing some little things to help her team be effective out there.
Yeah, nice job, like you said, off the bench. Still 3-ball from the wing, under 5 to shoot, and it is good for Ana Montero Sanz. It's a good take. That one a little too strong out of Taylor Haynes. And now UNOH will come back the other way, and who else but Lee Lawson?
The Racers just attacking a 5-0 run here off the last 2 possessions, the 3 and the 2.
Good bounce pass inside is going to lead to a foul. Nalani Williams will head back to the stripe.
The other thing that you have at game 9 that you don't have at game 4 is your rotation pattern. You know, Sanz has been in this game in the middle half of the first half and the middle half of the second half. She knows when she's coming in. She knows when she's probably going to come out of the game. Well, right now, Coach P.A., she doesn't have that established yet with Defiance College, nor should she. You know, it's early on and you're trying to find a lot of answers to a lot of questions. But yeah, this Racer team, game number 9, they're 7-1 right now. They are very impressive.
So Williams will hit the first free throw. Second one is good as well. This is UNOH team playing its WAC opener. And the goal, if you can win the regular season, that wins you an auto bid to the NAIA National Tournament. Here's a ball out of bounds. If you finish in the top 10 of the 13-team league, it gives you a bid to the conference tournament. If you win the conference tournament and you're not the regular season champion, you've also won yourself an auto bid to the national tournament. 3-ball and a good dribble drive. That one's going to be no good, but yet another offensive rebound. Sanz with the clock running down. Might have had a few more seconds to set. I don't think she realized how much time was left. Defiance, the other end will try it. Here's Thomas for 3. That one's going to be no good. A little bit of contact. The ball's still loose on the floor. Defiance trying to get one more shot off, fighting hard to the end, but the horn will sound, and we've reached the end of our third quarter. Now 68-45 UNOH. We'll take a timeout here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
68-45, as you see on the top right of your screen. UNOH with a lead over Defiance. As we head to the fourth quarters, we take a look at some of the numbers through 3 quarters of action here. UNOH shooting 43%. Defiance cooled off significantly. Still at about 46% from behind the arc. See that turnover number at 18, but UNOH, when we were 13-all, have now taken a lead, plus 11 in rebounds.
Plus 11 in rebounds, and then you look at the points off of turnovers. Is that 25-3?
Yes.
That is what the difference is in this game right now.
Racers will have the basketball as we begin our fourth quarter. Trying to get out of here with their first conference win of the year. So 13 teams make up the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, at least this year. 10 advance to the tournament, as there's a good shot off the wing by Lawson. Nice floater.
Yeah, another great possession at the quarter break. First possession, that's what you want to see as a coach. The Racers come away with a bucket. Nice answer by the Jackets.
They go inside out, and Allie Mowen knocks down her third three of the night. Also believe that is all 9 of her points. Now makes it 70-48. It's the conference tournament when we get there at the end of February. I know that seems like so long ways away. We talk about a conference opener as a 3-ball from the corner. Good for UNOH. This is Lana Allen. They go deep in their bench. I thought that was Allen, but I believe that might have been a different player. A missed shot for Defiance. So it starts with a 7 seed hosting the 10 seed, the 8 seed hosting the 9 as we get a reach here on Taylor Haynes.
Yeah, again, Coach Vavro, third season at UNOH. Last 2 years, records under 500. He has built this program up. They're having a great year right now.
3-ball from the wing is going to be no good, but yet another offensive rebound. UNOH looked at the numbers, nearly had Defiance doubled up in that department as well. Another 3-ball. This one's going to be no good. It's just one player getting inside, leads to the corner three. Is a third opportunity now.
And we saw this earlier when Defiance is in the zone, they have a hard time rebounding.
Good look inside. Turnaround from J.C. Allen is no good. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Racers. They reset 20 to shoot.
It's a combination. You've got to find a body to check, and you're going to have more long rebounds against a zone because you're giving up the outside look.
Inbound comes into the corner, comes back out to the wing. Muhammad, they'll get the entry pass. Here's Allen. And a little hesitation, put the foot down before the dribble. She'll be called for the travel.
Wanted to be aggressive by attacking the basket, but she hesitated just a second, and that created the travel situation.
Allie Mowen quickly comes into the front court, and we'll have a whistle. Fighting going on down at the low block.
Yeah, again, Jakaya Mitchell doing her homework early, posting up in there, had the advantage. Racers commit the foul. There it is again.
Trying to get the throw in on the entry.
I like how these Defiance College Yellow Jackets post players, they get in there and they get after it. As a post coach, you really like to see that aggressiveness.
Inbound pass this time is going to be stolen away. And a good job running down the floor. This time it's Amina Muhammad. Beats everyone down, gets the bucket.
There's another basket, another 2 points off of a turnover.
Extends that lead now 75-48. 7:40 and counting left to play in our Defiance College scoreboard. Lob, that one is going to be thrown away. Trying to get to Jakaya Mitchell, just a little too far in front.
Yeah, good old-fashioned pick and roll. It was there. Maybe if Mallon takes another dribble, just again, you got to be quick, but you can't hurry, and that's what happened in that situation, and the turnover results.
Racers get this one back with under 7.5 left to go. Trying to get that one underneath. Good take, good drive, and a good bucket.
There we see the same thing at the other end, a pick and roll situation off the ball. And the difference, just a step slower in execution, and it pays off for them.
Yes, J.C. Allen with that one. Defiance tried to match. They had Wynn roll into the bucket. Just couldn't get a handle on the entry pass. Now the Jackets get back on defense. Here's a good take. Runner in the lane is no good out of Thompson. And Mowen will bring this one up the floor. Mowen over to Wynn. Back to Mowen as they circle it around left wing. Duncan trying to take her defender one-on-one. High off the glass will score, and she draws the foul.
Yeah, just really heady here. Reads the situation and attacks the rack. Gets there before the defense is set. They're outside of the or inside the circle anyway. Nice job by Chandler Duncan.
She'll have a chance now to convert the three-point play.
For the Yellow Jackets shooting one.
Taking an extra look there. Free throw is on its way, just rims out. J.C. Allen comes up with a miss for the Racers. And now a rare mistake. Lawson just lost the handle. Coach telling everyone just calm down a little bit.
But you're right, Randy. That's a rare unforced error by the Racers, especially in the second half. They have executed outstanding execution here in the second half, but that was an unforced error. See if the Yellow Jackets can take advantage.
Duncan trying to circle around. Good switch defensively to make sure someone stays on her. Trying to get into the paint, gets the kick out. Good ball fake. Going up with the left hand. That one just rims out. Offensive rebound coming down for Nalani Williams. It looks like Williams will head to the free throw line.
Does a nice job on the backside of getting position for that offensive rebound. And then again, when she gets it, she doesn't settle for a jumper. Goes back to the backboard, draws the contact, goes to the free throw line.
See a couple of free throws for the Jackets here. 6:02 left to play. Defiance down 77-50 is the first one. Rims out, no good. So the Racers a little bit off their season average pace of 92 a night. Second one will miss. This one's out of bounds. Official on top of it says it belongs to UNOH.
And conversely, the Jackets, they're above their offensive average.
And they've found something here.
Yeah.
Playing just their fourth official game. Did have the exhibition with Purdue Fort Wayne. We'll have an offensive foul. And a good job by Williams inside for Defiance.
She anticipates the left shoulder drop, gets over, takes the contact, a great charge. And again, down 27, but the whole bench erupted when she took that charge, Randy. Those are the kind of things as a coach you're looking for both during the game and when you watch the film. Are we all on the same page? And the Yellow Jackets right now, it's obvious that they are.
And they must have listened to you, because what'd she do? She hit the floor that time too. Now that take through the defense out of Chandler Duncan.
Coach P.A. excited over there. Nice left hand by Duncan.
Racers work around the perimeter right now. Stop, pop, long distance three. That one's going to be no good. Mitchell comes up with a miss. Mowen brings this one into the front court. Now comes over to the corner. It's Duncan again. Wanted to go to Mowen, but that one's going to be taken away.
Right there, Duncan needed to jump stop to give herself an opportunity where she didn't have to pass the basketball or throw it. She didn't jump stop. She had to throw it. The turnover resulted, but the Racers, they give it right back.
And a lob pass inside's thrown away, so we'll get a stoppage here with 4:43 to play. We want to tell you that the Yellow Jacket Sports Network is brought to you by Service Master by McCann, keeping Defiance College in pristine condition. Does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity, keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. And we're brought to you by the State Bank. State Bank provides full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and ag lending, operating a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, 1 center in Fort Wayne, and 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices through the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan.
So this media timeout, Randy, it's been interesting watching the Yellow Jacket huddle. Assistant coach William Romes, he's in there talking to the team right now. Again, I think Coach P.A., you don't like the score that you're down 25, but she's got to like how her team is still fighting, still competing, no negative nonverbals out there whatsoever. Those are things you can build off of.
Yeah, speaking of the coach, mentioned the overhaul of the roster. Coach, one of those changes as well. Some new assistant coach coming over after spending some time at the high school ranks here in Northwest Ohio. Most recently, I think most of his career in the Kalida, knows a little bit about basketball. There's ball knocked away as they tried to go inside. Also, Taylor Bates, who played for the program a year ago, now serving as a student manager as well.
Yeah, Jakaya Mitchell, they try to go right inside off of the timeout. She had a look and hook going there, but you got to bring your shoulders through. The taller defender was able to knock it off, block the shot, and it went off of Williams.
Back to the Racers. Good look inside. That one just rims all the way around before Williams will grab the miss. Out for Haynes. Taylor trying to take it inside, pivot all the way around, back out to Williams. Milani trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball. It's the entry look inside, and Jordan Wynn's going to draw the foul.
So, out top, again, Williams looking for and telling her teammate, post up, and Jordan Wynn does exactly that. She's going to find herself at the free throw line as a result.
Makes the first one. I believe that was whistled on Lee Lawson, who's going to pick up her second.
At the college level, you might say Jordan Wynn is a little undersized at 5'10", 5'11", but you can't measure the size of the heart down there. She plays with a lot of physicality and a lot of toughness.
There's a pass nearly thrown away, but saved for UNOH, and a good take as Sands will draw the foul.
So Sands is going to go to the free throw line, and again, I think if you break this film down defensively, if you're a Yellow Jacket, it comes back to one-on-one driving line, penetration. You've got to challenge your team in practice and then take it into a game. We cannot allow our opponent to get to the rim like UNOH has been able to do so tonight.
First free throw from Anna Montero. Sands will fall through. Gives her 6 points. Second one will rattle around and drop in. Jackets tried to go quick. Lawson's going to take that one away, and then we'll get a reach. And foul's going to go against Taylor Haynes.
Lee Lawson with the theft right there. And if anybody on this floor wants to be attached to a basketball, it's Lee Lawson. She knows what to do with it. When she gets it, she's going to attack the rack, and she sniffed that one out. Defiance just a little lackadaisical on the inbounds pass. She took advantage.
Inbound comes into Alana Allen. Allen will find Muhammad. Pull up right elbow, a little too strong, but she will follow her own miss, come up with the offensive rebound. Got Sands, her floater's going to be no good. Rebound is then tapped out, but right to the hands of Chandler Duncan. And we're going to get a whistle on the trail.
Yeah, I think they called the contact with Duncan dribbling the basketball. I was interested to see what Chandler was going to do with the basketball right there, if she was going to attack the rack or jump stop and try and find an opponent. But again, we've talked about it throughout the game. Very impressed with her knowledge of the game, her understanding, her basketball IQ as a freshman. Very impressive.
It's the first free throw. It's UNOH again. 5-team fouls, so Defiance in the bonus for the remainder of this one. Trying to make up some of that deficit. Here's a ball knocked out of bounds. Officials are going to say it stays with the Jackets now with 3:13 to play. Duncan gets the inbound. Right to the basket with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Racers come up with a miss. They'll quickly come down the floor. This time it's Amina Muhammad gets the easy look.
Again, transition baskets. the Racers have had a plethora of baskets that have basically been uncontested because they passed the ball down the floor ahead of the defense.
Duncan giving out some instructions, trying to tell everyone where to go on the clear out. As there's one knocked out of bounds.
Again, Nalani Williams, great penetration there. I'd like to just see her jump stop, which she did, but then up fake and then go through the defense under control.
Duncan will do the inbounding. Down to 7 to shoot. Corner 3 on the way. That's going to be good. Out of McElroy.
Yeah, Monea McElroy. I showed that's her first three-pointer of the season, Randy. She looked like she shot that all day long and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, no problem with the shot clock running down. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Racers here. 22 to shoot, 2:21 to go. Get the inbound out to the wing. Sans with it. Try to cross over. Tries to step through between two defenders. She's going to be whistled for the travel.
Yeah, Sans has been aggressive all night long. Doesn't work for her on that particular possession, but overall she's either benefited herself or found an open teammate because of her aggressive play with the basketball.
Chandler Duncan brings this one into the front court. Duncan looking for someone. We'll find McElroy. Back to Duncan. As Chandler gets the screen. Now she'll let fire from long range. Buries it.
Nicely done. Again, surveys and see she's got the open look and finishes.
Did a nice job that time trying to get back defensively as well. That's going to be off UNOH. So Defiance will force the turnover.
Cuts it back to a 20-point deficit. Again, the Yellow Jackets, they're not playing the scoreboard. They're playing the possession, looking to get better every time down at both ends of the floor.
Duncan with a bounce pass. Mowen unable to hang onto it. And we'll get, teams will trade turnovers.
Sans stepped out of bounds before she had complete control of the basketball. We'll see it right here on the replay.
Looked at the official, thought she got help. Maybe a little bit of a push there as well. Pleading her case with the official. I don't think they're going to change the call.
Again, Sans, she has the ability, and we've seen at her, she could be a starter for this squad. She's a senior. She's accepted a six-man type of role and really excels at it.
Give and go, and Mowen with that
nice
extra bounce pass. And coming over is Allen gets the big block. Alea get that one. Sends it back the other end, and a good finish for the Racers.
They do such a nice job of being unselfish and passing up good for great to the Racers.
So Alea gets the stop defensively. She's rewarded with a basket. Makes it 83-61, under a minute left to play. So look inside, baseline. The jumper is good for Jordan Wynn.
Yeah, Jordan Wynn, a freshman out there as well, does a nice job with that look and finish it. That's a tough one, that little 8 to 10 foot baseline jumper.
It's Muhammad. One no good. Rebound is fought for. Let's see what the call's going to be. We're going to get a foul on Defiance here with 26 and a half seconds to go.
Not in the bonus, so we'll take it out of bounds.
Sans gets this one into the corner. So Racers working around the perimeter. Now we get the entry pass. Allen had the triple team, finds the open teammate. Three from the corner is no good, but the offensive putback is up and good. So D. Peterson will score. Shot clock turned off with 10 to play. See if anyone for Defiance realizes it. Duncan looked at the opposite scoreboard, puts up a three. That's going to be no good. And that's going to do it for our opener tonight as UNOH will get the win over Defiance 85-63. And we want to tell you that the Yellow Jacket Sports Network brought to you by Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. And we're brought to you by Marco's Pizza as well. Marco's Pizza is the official pizza of Defiance College. Give them a call or order online at marcos.com. Or you can get the Marcos app as well. So 85-63, the final. We'll take a quick time out here. Come back on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
Well, good to have Coach coming up with us here following the tough losses. The finally had your home opener. It feels like we've been here a handful of times for the men's team.
Yes.
Been on the road a lot. You had the exhibition game as well, Purdue-Fort Wayne, but your home opener, and I was almost say conference opener, but you forgot you had the one with Siena Heights already. Yeah, see, I'm the one that struggled more than anyone with the change at NAIA, trying to figure out how things work. But Coach PA with us, 85-63, tough one tonight.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but I mean we've had a couple of tough practices. We have not been playing to our full potential, and so we are just trying to. We're a team. We're freshman dominant, so we're just trying to grow through what we're experiencing. And so today I thought we got a lot better in a lot of ways. Didn't go the way we wanted to, but I think we are making turn for the right direction.
Yeah, we talked about that. You know, the roster turnover, you got, 9 new faces?
11.
11 new faces, a lot of freshmen, a couple transfers coming in. How is this team going to mesh together? We saw some of the early numbers. We saw what UNOH can do offensively as well. Had to be pleased, especially through that all the way through that first quarter, nearly, up till the last couple of minutes of the half.
Yeah. I mean, UNOH is a great team. They've got a lot of experience and very athletic. I think us being as young as we are when we're going up against more experienced teams, it's giving us what we need, right? And so I think really the way we just matched up a bit with them, we went with our game plan. We got tired. That's really bottom line. We got tired. We got a little gassed, and then we kind of went to old habits. And so we just have to put 4 quarters all together.
Hey, one of those new faces that I thought played really well for you tonight, Chandler Duncan, had a huge game.
Yeah, Chan. She's out of Louisville. She's tough. She's a true point guard. But she's also learning her way around, finding her game in this college setting. The pace is different. Getting into the spaces, trying to get to the baskets, it's tighter. So she's doing an amazing job, and I'm hard on her, but it's just because she's got so much great potential.
Yeah, one thing we were a little concerned about the rebounding disadvantage and the offensive rebounds.
Good Lord. Now, I was not happy with that, I'll be honest. It's simple of boxing out and going and getting. So, yes, they're athletic, but that's why you have to do your job of boxing out. So they'll probably hear my mouth about those rebounds, if we're honest. What's the rebounds looking like?
Yeah, we'll see the total is 43-26, but 21-8 on the offensive glass.
See, that's nasty. That's horrible. Okay, that we can't do that no more. That is absolutely unacceptable. And we are sorry y'all had to watch that, but we will do better, I promise you, on Saturday.
A 3-point shooting. You started off really hot, 5 of 6, still end up 50% tonight.
Oh, no, that's an improvement for us because it's been really low. But 50% I can be happy with. 38%, it's higher than what we've been averaging. So, again, we're just trying to get better little by little.
You come back, Lords on Saturday, so you get a couple of days of practice, and what do you take from this one?
What I take from is our effort got better. Effort got better, energy got better, and so on Saturday we need more rebounds. Okay, that's that. Less for them, and we need to score the ball.
Well, that's head coach Courtney PA, the women's team here at Defiance College. Lady Jackets fall to UNOH in your home opener. But, Coach, we'll see you again on Saturday.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.
It's a tough one for the Lady Jackets. We'll take another timeout, and we'll wrap this one up here in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
Hey, Dave Bowen back with us here one more time. So Lady Jackets fall 85-63 in their home opener. I always want to say conference opener. They started with a conference game.
Yeah.
So tough one for the Lady Jackets. You heard Coach PA talk about it. Team sounds like just kind of ran out of gas. Again, racers, no, didn't mean to do that. But.
Yeah, oh, there you go. I got it. Yep, took me a second there with the racers. But, you know, Coach PA, there's a lot of things they can take away from this game in a situation where a 19-5 run in the second quarter, that's when it got away from them. But you know what? They were outscored in the first, second, and third quarter, but the Yellow Jackets, they won the fourth quarter 18-17, and it wasn't like the Racers emptied their bench. It was still mano-a-mano, and there's a lot of correctable errors out there. I see she talked about her team being young and a young nucleus. I agree with that, and there's a lot of positives on that Yellow Jacket roster. They've just got to continue to work at it, keep the faith, embrace the process, and I think some good things are going to happen for these Defiance College Yellow Jackets.
Some of the individual numbers there. So Lee Lawson ends up 29 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists to lead UNOH. Nalani Williams ends up being Chandler Duncan ends up with 23. So Williams 11 again. Duncan 23 off the bench, but still extended minutes. So lots of players, like you said, it's the Defiance team still trying to figure out its rotations, playing just its 4th game of the year.
Absolutely. They are trying to figure out their rotations. I don't know how long Coach PA can keep Chandler Duncan out of the starting lineup, that's for sure. And Coach Vavro with UNOH, wow, this team, they came in at, 7-1? They're 8-1 now, and I can see why. Athleticism all over the court, but a really high basketball IQ as well, and boy, were they unselfish.
Yeah, Williams ends up with a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. That's going to wrap up coverage of our women's game. I want to thank everyone for making this one possible. Starts with our director, Ken Reeker, and we thank Sam working the cameras, of course, Tiffany and Garrett, the great staff here at Defiance College. We're going to take ourselves about a 15, 17-minute break, somewhere around there. We're going to come back, get you set. The men will then take center stage between Defiance and UNOH. We'll have that next for you here in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.